Hello everyone, welcome back to Ifechi family. Today I want us to look at some things parents need to instill or teach their children as they are growing up. And these things, we have to start them from early age, as early as possible indeed. Number one is respect. To respect, obviously, their parents, respect themselves, and respect others, and also respect other people's values. Very important. And obviously, for us to teach our children these things, we have to be respectful parents ourselves. There's an amount of respect that we also have to give to our children, no matter their age. That's how they will learn how to respect others and respect you as parents and respect others. Number two is to own up or take responsibility for their action. You don't have to always talk for them. Teach them to take responsibility. Teach them that they can make mistakes, but they must not shy away from those mistakes or say that, oh, it wasn't me. They have to take responsibility for their own action. Again, you have to instill this in them by the way you also take responsibility for your own action as parents, because they learn by what we do, what parents do. Number three, teach them to learn to wait for their turn. For example, if you are queuing somewhere, or if you're in traffic light and the light is not showing green yet, but there's no traffic coming, teach them to have patience and wait for that light to change to green before they cross the road. These are very simple things. Sometimes we're in a hurry, we rush with them. When there's the light is not showing green, we want to just go quickly. If you do that with them and they learn that, sometimes they may want to do the same when they're on their own, or maybe coming back from school or whatever, and it can lead to something drastic. So always teach them to wait for their turns. And typical example is waiting for the blue light to change when you're with them, waiting in a traffic light. Number four, teach them to understand that disappointments can happen, that everything must not go according to plan, that there may be times when they plan things and it will not go as planned. Teach them to understand that that is a normal process in life, that not everything they plan or everything that they want that will go according to their plans. Teach them to have that kind of understanding, to have patience, and to know that life is not so easy. Even if you are one of those very rich parents and you are giving them everything they need in life, always teach them, because things can change in future. Always teach them that things are not always, should not, or are not meant to be the same all the time. Let them understand that. Number five, let them socialize and make friends. But obviously, depending on their age, when they are much younger, make sure that you know their friends. Make sure that you know who they are socializing with. Make sure that you are very working closely with them, because if you don't know their friends, that's a beginning of a big problem. Know their friends, parents as well, so to make sure that they have similar values like you have, so that your children or your child will not go out there and be misled, and everything that you've taught them at home will just be trashed because of the type of friends they keep, even from a very young age. So yes, allow them to make friends, allow them to socialize, but it has to be under supervision, especially when they are still under age. Number six, allow your children to ask questions. Let them question things. It's not everything that you do that you expect them to accept. Let them question things, but in a respectful and a nice way. Let them ask you things and be ready to explain the reason, or whatever they've asked you, give them an answer to their question, but don't make them be those kind of children that are just like a reckless around their parents. They cannot ask any question, they cannot say anything, because if they ask question, you feel like, how dare you ask me question? Please allow your children to ask questions. It will help them a great deal. It will help a great deal if you allow them to ask questions and give them an answer. If it's something that you're not sure of how to answer, you can say to them, oh, I'll get back to you on that, and then find a positive answer to their questions. Very important, because sometimes children can be curious. There are things they ask and you think, oh, at this age, why are they asking this question? Where did they see that? Sit them down. If it's that kind of sensitive question that they're asking, and you think that for their age they shouldn't be asking such questions, sit them down and understand where they heard that type of information, or the thing they're asking you, where did they get that information from? Very important. Don't just shut them down or shut them up and say, oh, why did you learn this thing? I told you you're going to be this and that, and start telling them off. No, that's not the best way. Ask them and then give them appropriate answers. Okay, teach your children about safety from early age. I've given an example of the traffic light, but the safety I'm talking about now is all kinds of safety around them, at home, outside, in school, or when they go out with their friends. Teach them safety. Teach them the things that they should not allow in their lives, like people touching them or people saying some things to them and they believe them. No, teach them that safety is very important, especially people touching them in certain parts of their body is a no. Let them understand that from an early age. And if there's an incident, as they are growing up and they start going out with their friends on their own, safety is very important. Teach them not to get involved in certain things, even if their friends are trying to or urging them to do such things. Teach them that your family values does not allow that, so they can have that at the back of their mind all the time. When it comes to safety, you can even start with a discussion around the house, around your dining table. You can start asking them, start with questions like, what will you do in situations like so and so? What will you answer if somebody says this to you and so? So just ask some questions and ask them what they will do, what they will say if such a thing occurs when they're out there. From their answer, you will know how much they know, and then you can teach them from there as well. So always ask that type of question. What will you do? What will you say if this or that happens? Safety is very important. So teach your children how to be safe from early age, especially because once they know that from early age, it will help them, especially when they are in their teenage years, when they start going out on their own. Safety is paramount, and that needs to be taught from early age. Teach your children from early age how to manage money. Even if you think you're so rich, you're giving them more than enough pocket money, you're giving them everything they need before even they open their mouth, you are giving that to them. If you're that kind of parent and that's how you want to raise up your children, all well and good. But it's important for children to know that things are not so easy. That even if they have rich parents, that money does not fall from the trees. So teach your children about money, how to save money, how to help others as well with what they have. How to share, very important. Let them start saving from early age. It will help them. Situations can change, things can change in future, you never know. So it's very important for your children to learn about money, how to save money, how to use money, that money is not just something that you can spend anyhow because you know that your parents will give you even more than you require. Parents, this doesn't mean that you love your children when you are giving them all sorts. Before they even open their mouth, you have given them the best gadget, the best telephone, the best this and the best that, and you even give them cars. As soon as they are up to the age of driving cars, you're giving them the best cars and all the rest of it. If the children do not suffer for anything or they just get things so easy, they may not appreciate that fully. So teach them to know that these things don't just get them so easy. Let them learn to save. Let them learn that there are some people who are underprivileged who may need their help in future. Teach them to help others as well, not just to be very selfish and know themselves. Some of them don't even look after their own siblings, never mind others. They are just so selfish. Once they are comfortable, it doesn't matter how their siblings or how others around them feel.